Hi everybody, Lori here for Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have a couple of fun projects to share with you featuring the new card kit for March 2025 called Tweet Friend. But before I get to my projects, I wanted to walk through all the exciting contents of the kit, starting with the new Tweet Friend stamp set. It's a larger one, 6x8, a lot of adorable kind of bird, spring themed images. There's larger sentiments such as birthday, sing, note, friend, and then there's hugs over there, and a lot of sub-sentiments, wishing you a happy, have a tweet-rific, you make my heart, missing you, just like no one is listening, what's up for your birthday, you are the tweetest, and then over here, sending you big. So those sub-sentiments compare with the larger ones, like sending you big hugs. Also want to note there is a coordinating Tweet Friend die set. This does not come in the kit, but it is an addition that you can buy, and I highly recommend. There are dies for the larger sentiments, and all the images in the stamp set really helps you to get more mileage out of this cute little Tweet Friend stamp set. Also included in the kit is the Drifting Flowers embossing folder, and this one has like a large bloom up in the top right and then kind of cascading, kind of flowing blooms in the breeze. And then there's also the new Pretty Bows die set. This one gives you 5 different styles of bows. I love how they're already pre-cut out, and you get different styles for different, purposes. Love a bow. And then also included in the kit is some Simon Says Stamp silver metallic cord. You get 1 yard of it in the card kit. There's also a half sheet of bubblegum glitter cardstock. I love this cardstock because it gives you the glitter, but it doesn't give you the mess. And there's a lot of different colors of glitter cardstock, but in the kit you get bubblegum. There's also 6 double-sided sheets of Paper Rose Flower Shop printed paper. These might vary depending on the kit. These are the ones that were included in my kit. They're double-sided. Beautiful florals, kind of got that springy feel. Florals, butterflies, birds. That's the name of the game for March, even though here in Minnesota we are in the dead of winter, but I'm here for the spring vibes. And then there's also 4 single-sided sheets of Tim Holtz Ideology Confections Craft cardstock. So you can see on the back it's craft, but on the other side it is like sherbety metallic, if that's a thing. But I don't know if the colors vary per kit, but I have pink, purple, blue, and green. And then there's also a little package of Tim Holtz Ideology typed tags, metal adornments. So these are metal, they're heavy duty. I'm sure that the sayings might vary depending on kits. What do we have here? There is magic about you. This one says, keep room in your heart for the unimaginable. And this one, life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale, and to the moon and back. And you can tie these to your cards, to gifts, to anything. Put it on a keychain. It's kind of inspirational. There's also 2 sheets of Neenah Solar White 110-pound white cardstock, and then 1 Simon Says Stamp A2 blue violet envelope self-adhesive. Okay, we're going to move on to my first project that I'm going to create. I took a sheet of, and don't mind the little kitty tushy. That's Frankie. He likes to sit on my desk now. I think I'm using his desk. Anywho, I'm trimming down a piece of this pattern paper that was included in the kit. It's the Paper Rose Flower Shop double-sided pattern paper, and that's going to be my background. I'm going to take the Tweet Friend stamp set and stamp this kind of florally branch. I'm going to emboss it twice in clear, and instead of using Copics to add color, I love to do emboss resist so that you blend your color. I'm using the Simon Says Stamp powder tool, and I'm going to prep this little white cardstock panel before I emboss. I'm going to ink it up with Versamark ink, and I like to stamp it twice to make it nice. So yeah, is Frankie in the way? Absolutely. Sometimes I have to, like shoo him away because he likes to walk on my keyboard when I'm editing videos, or he just starts playing with things and knocking things off my desk. He's ornery. I will tell you that. But I got to give it to these animals. Okay, I'm pouring on some Simon Says Stamp Clear embossing powder. They're getting a little stir crazy because it's just so much snow, and they're not able to run outside and get all that energy burnt out like they're used to. So they're taking it out on my craft desk. Hank's usually under the desk, and Frankie's on top of the desk. What can I say? I feel like Snow White. The animals just love to be around me. I think it's this craft room. It's in the front of the house, big window, looking out, and we're all just looking out. Okay, so I'm embossing this twice. I just rotated my panel and stamped it once on the top, once on the bottom with Versamark ink. Pour on clear embossing powder, and then I will heat this up with a heat gun. It's not much to see right now. You can't really see it very well, but we're going to add color with ink blending. Makes it a very pain-free way to add color to your images. One of my favorite ways. So I'm heating this up with the heat gun. And then I'm going to use positively saturated inks. And I wanted to do some warm tones that kind of paired nicely with that striped, kind of violet background pattern paper. So I did a little bit of cheeky, a little bit of peony, and then I'm going to do a little bit of peachy. So it's like a three-toned floral branch. I know it's not really realistic, but I think it looks fabulous. And you just keep blending until that clear embossing powder kind of shows up. I'm going to do this on both of the floral branches. And then for the branch part, I'm going to pull out a little latte ink to give it like a brown branch. So there's lots of different ways you can add color to your die cuts. There's Frankie. See, now this is where he'll stick his paw right in my ink pad. He does not care. Okay, so here's the latte ink, blending it on the branch part, trying to keep it not going into the pink, but this is very forgiving. If it kind of overlaps, it has a bit of a dreamy, loosey-goosey feel, so you don't have to be too particular. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the coordinating die set. Again, it's not included in the kit. It's an additional purchase, but I feel like it gives you so much more mileage. If I didn't have the die, I would just kick it old school and fussy cut that around. Not too hard of an image to cut with scissors if you didn't have the dies, but the dies do make it a delight. Okay, so taking these off camera, run it through my die cutting machine, and then I have these two little floral ink blended branches. Now I was gonna put some tape runner on the back of this and adhere it to a white card base, but then I changed my mind and I thought, wait, I don't want to adhere it yet. So I just grabbed that clear packaging and just set it down on there temporarily, because I thought, oh, what if I want to adhere the branches and then trim off the excess and then adhere it to my card base. So that was my thinking. I'm adding just a little bit of foam tape to the back of these. That's the Big Mama foam tape roll. It's nice and thin, and I'm not overly adhering it in case I want to lift some pieces up and give it a little, zhuzh. So I was thinking I would cut off the excess, but then I thought, well, what if I just leave that on and it extends out into that white margin? So then I changed my mind again. So you're seeing the evolution of my thought process as we go. I'm going to just use a little liquid glue to adhere the very ends of the branches out into that white margin space. And then I'll trim off the excess. Just use some little scissors and snip off the little bits there. Easy peasy. A lemon squeezy. Okay, so here you have this. Don't those blended colors kind of pair nicely with that violet striped background? Now for sentiment, I'm stamping birthday with black ink. This is from the Tweet Friend stamp set. And then while I let that dry, because I don't like to go straight in and die cut something. If I stamp it with black ink, I like to let it dry for a minute. I'm going to emboss a little sub-sentiment from the Tweet Friend stamp set. I'm embossing it in white on a strip of black cardstock. And this is wishing you a happy, and that'll pair nicely with the birthday. So I'm using my little mini guillotine trimmer here to cut out this little sub-sentiment. I find that this little mini guillotine trimmer is so easy. If you ever struggle with getting a straight little sentiment strip, I find it to be so easy with the mini guillotine. There's the little clear guide on that guillotine trimmer, and if you just line up your words with that clear guide, you can get it straight every time. Love that little mini guillotine. Using the coordinating die for the birthday sentiment, and then I'm going to pop this out using my little place and pierce wand. And so there, I put some little slivers of that Big Mama foam tape roll, just a few, so that I could give this birthday popped up right in the middle of the card. And I'm going to kind of nestle that. Some goes behind the floral, some above the floral. It's just nestled nicely. And then pop up the sub-sentiment right above the birthday. I also put foam tape on that as well. You know why? Because dimension is life. Now I wanted to add embellishments, but I wanted to do something different. So I took these little hearts that's in the Tweet Friend stamp set, and I'm stamping them with the same inks that I used to blend the floral branch. So peony, cheeky, and peachy. And by the way, everything that I use on my projects will be listed in the description box if you're watching on YouTube. So using the coordinating dies to cut out those tiny little hearts. And these are going to kind of replace embellishments. And it gives you a little bit of color, kind of ties in the warm tones that's going on in this card. And then I decided I just needed one more little thing. I kind of took a cue from Debbie Hughes. She's one of my favorite, all-time favorite card makers. And I noticed that she likes to mix and match embellishments. Like she'll use a clear embellishment with a little pearl or a little enamel dot. So I added a clear sequin mixed in with the die cut hearts. And that card is finished. I had one more idea I wanted to try, creating my own little background. I think there's 4 different bird images in the Tweet Friend stamp set, and I am stamping those with sage ink onto sage solid color cardstock. So it's going to give you kind of a tone on tone pattern background, and I'm just like nestling these birds, filling in all the spaces. They don't fit perfectly. It's not perfect, but you get the idea of a kind of a bird background. So just fitting them in like a puzzle piece and inking them up with sage ink onto the sage cardstock. And you could change up the color combination. I love when there's an ink that matches perfectly with a cardstock, and you could get that monochromatic pattern. So it is kind of busy, but it's not busy because it's tone on tone. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so there you have all the birds. Last little one peeping off the side. And then now what do we do next? We got to think of something. So I usually end up pulling out a circle die, and this is going to create a little frame for a sentiment. I had some there that I thought I might use, but I ended up changing my mind. Again, this card was an evolution. So I ended up stamping hugs. I felt like it fit better in that space. And I had a die cut bow, but I ended up changing my mind on that. One fun thing I did on this one is I manipulated the sub-sentiment. I manipulated it into that arch so that it kind of just nestles right into that circular frame, and it looks like it was custom. Sending you big hugs. Popping this up right over the stamp sentiment, and then I went ahead and die cut another bow that was a little bit bigger, and it filled up that bottom space a little bit better. That's why I love that Pretty Bows die, because there's different bows. Some are fuller, some are smaller for different, areas. You might need a bigger bow. You might need a smaller bow. Gives you options. And there's card number 2, featuring the new March card kit Tweet Friend. Check out more inspiration over on the Simon Says Stamp blog. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at SimonSaysStamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.